Welcome, everybody, to beautiful Miami and hard the college football playoff. We've reached the semifinal stage. One last hurdle to clear before that national championship game. And today we're going to find out who's got the toughness and the depth to continue their drive and keep championship dreams alive. As we'll see the third seed in this playoff, the Tulane Green Wave, taking on the number 2 seed in the playoff, the Coastal Carolina Chanticleers. For EA Sports College tremendous college football playoff so far, and it's down to this, the semifinals. Which team will head on to the national championship game? Kickoff team out there. We are about to get cranked up with a semifinal collision. And he'll lead the kickoff right there. We'll start from the 25. This line getting set up. It's a first down play. That's the wide receiver coming in motion now. Trying to flex the ground game here. Running back takes the handoff.
Boy, Chris, just watching this first play, this battle at the line of scrimmage in such a big game is going to be fascinating and go a long way in determining who wins this game.
Second down after that run on the previous play. Looking to pass. It's Gray. Looks to his left and makes the completion. The gain is enough to move the sticks. Ball at the 40.
How about the offense here dialing up a good zone, Peter? Let's give credit to the coordinator for calling the right play at the right time and the receiver finding the hole in that zone.
And there's the handoff. Stop after a small gain. Now looking at 2nd and 9.
See, that's how you limit what an offense wants to do. This time, the defense just won the battle up front at the line of scrimmage, not giving up any big plays. Everybody's gap sound. It's really solid defense on that play.
Getting set. Here's 2nd down. Here's the snap, looking to throw. That's going to be incomplete. A lot of contact. No flag. Brings up 3rd down. Not going to be easy here. Backed up a long way to go for a first down. Drops back, needing a 3rd down completion here. Incomplete. He's very lucky that wasn't intercepted here on the opening possession. Like to have that one back. He's going to bring up 4th down. Punt team ready to boot it away. Good effort by the return man. They get him down, but that's a solid gain in return. Guys up front, lined up. It's first down. The gain is 3. Now it's 2nd down and 7.
Not exactly the outcome this offense was hoping for here on the option. I'll give them credit. They didn't lose anything, so it wasn't a negative play. But this kind of play's got to be able to hit big and get down the sidelines for big yards.
The sophomore with a strong tackle there. Offense looking to keep the drive going here. 3rd and short now from the 44. Looking to pick up the first down through the air. But they don't make the connection. That one is incomplete.
Man, on your own side of the field, you're playing a risky game here. 3rd and short. Your goal should just be keep this drive alive the best way you can sometimes. Is just hand the ball off to your running back and have him get behind that offensive line and go to work. Curious to see what they do now here on this 4th and short.
So on their first drive of the game, they'll go for it in their own territory. Receivers now getting some new assignments before the snap. On 4th down, they'll try and run for it. He did not get it. A crucial play by this defense. What a 4th down stop.
How about the offense being aggressive? They decided to go for it here, and I got to give all the credit to this defense. Being aware, anticipating the call, knowing exactly where they needed to make the stop, and they did.
And here's the handoff. They've got him, but he picks up 8 yards. Sets up a nice 2nd and 2.
Great job by the offensive line here, opening up some holes and giving the running back room to run on first down. Plays like this can open up the playbook for the play caller, allow him to make that defense think, are they going to run? Maybe play action, maybe throw the ball downfield.
They bring him down to the 27. This offense really threatening now.
You know, offensive linemen are just a certain breed. They're always going to do their job, no matter more confidence when the person that's carrying the ball can break off some big-time runs. That makes him block just a little bit harder, knowing what he's potentially capable of doing.
Going absolutely nowhere. That would be a loss of the play.
Well, that's one of those plays that works better against certain defensive looks, but not every defense is the same. They were all over that one. Let's see if they continue to attack to the outside on the perimeter to set something up downfield.
Dropping back, it's Gray. The pass is intercepted. Can he take it all the way? Across the 40. Inside the 20. Gonna take it all the way in. Pick 6. Touchdown, Chanticleers. And a pick 6. A monster play by this defense here, Kirk.
That defender showed a lot of athletic ability there with the ball in his hands. I wouldn't be surprised if the head coach watching that thought about maybe giving him some reps as a returner after that touchdown.
Doesn't bring the kick out. Touchback. They'll start at the 25. And here comes the Green Wave offense back on the field. They're trying to recover from that last possession. They had things going, but then a pick 6, a devastating play. They got to recover from that right now. First play of the drive, they'll come out throwing. Quarterback moving out of the pocket, trying to create. Nothing open downfield, so we'll just throw it away.
Well, this defense has been incredible all year long, and they continue to be that way in the postseason. Just getting after this offense, whether it's putting pressure on the quarterback, great coverage downfield. Right now, they are dominating this game.
Quick pass. Here comes a jet sweep. Good enough for the first down to the 37. A running play gives the offense a fresh set of downs. Takes the handoff, heads to the right. And they'll stop him after a fairly minimal pickup.
Well, the defense coordinator this week all week telling us about gap integrity, not giving this running back any creases at all. Really sound defense on that play.
Second down play coming up. And the ball is handed off out of the shotgun. He's brought down out at the 46.
It's not a huge gain here, but if you add up multiple runs like that throughout the course of a game, by the fourth quarter, you're going to start to see that affect the defense.
Offense sets the formation. It's third down. They'll try to run for the first down. And that gain enough for a fresh set of downs, spotted at the 48.
Great job here by this offense being able to convert. Let's face it, they've dug themselves a hole. They're down here early in this game. And with all this hype, the last thing you want to do is have to punt the ball. Come up with a conversion, keep your rhythm, keep your momentum, stick to your playbook. Good job here. Now let's see if they can keep that rhythm going.
Looking to throw it on first down. Here's an easy completion to the back out of the backfield. And he's tackled after the catch.
Well, the running back that time just kind of sneaks out of the backfield and shows his hands on that nice catch.
And here comes play number 6 on this drive. To throw, it's Gray. It's incomplete. That was caused by the defensive pressure. And now it brings up third down.
It has been a tough first half in this playoff game for this offense. They cannot get anything going through the air. Not only they down the scoreboard, but there's really nothing to build around as we get ready to go into the second half.
And he'll drop back here on third down. Lets it go as he's being hit. And the pass is dropped. Would have been a big gain, but he couldn't hold on.
I see what the quarterback's trying to do here. He's holding on to that football to the last possible second to give that play a chance. But he held it just a little bit too long. And the defense is able to hit him to force that incompletion.
So the offense calls a timeout here. That's their first of the half. The ball near midfield. The offense going to go for it on fourth down. There's the snap. Quarterback setting up to throw. And the pass is intercepted as he throws into double coverage that time. Not much on the return, but the defense comes up with a takeaway.
Chris, if you're going to make that throw, that's called a two ball. That means it's got to be on a line. Here he puts it way up in the air and allows the defender to come over and make a play on the ball. Great job by the defense.
Easy throw to a wide open receiver downfield. And he busts loose right down the middle. It's a foot race. No stopping and takes it all the way. Touchdown, Coastal Carolina.
Such a well-designed play here by this offense to find a way to get the ball to the gifted tight end. He's got the size, he's got the speed, he's a difficult matchup, and here he shows he's got the speed to take it all the way into the end zone for that touchdown.
With the extra point, the lead is 14. The kickoff team on the field now as they get set to send this one away. And from deep in the end zone, he'll bring it out. He's got an opening. Watch out. He's got great speed. Gets some blocks. Still going. It's a foot race. Touchdown, Tulane. He will score. A kick return for a touchdown in a playoff game. This stadium has come alive.
How badly does this guy and this unit want to get to the national championship? This is huge and a game-changing moment that I think we may be looking back at as a turning point in the game. Great blocks and great speed there for the touchdown.
Return starts from inside the 5. Not much on the return. They'll stop him at the 24. Good coverage. Here comes the Coastal Carolina offense back on the field. It was a one-play touchdown drive through the air last time. The defense makes some adjustments. The pocket breaking down. Breaking free at the 35. And a big gain before he goes out of bounds. The offense keeps churning, gets a fresh set of downs.
Man, it is fun to watch this guy get out in the open field. I didn't realize he could run like this. That's a big gain for this offense.
So the offense with the 1st and 10 now. The football placed exactly at midfield. Hits the running back in the flat. They can't stop him. Breaks the tackle, gets into the clear. Tackle is made, but it's a big gain. They'll move the ball to the 25-yard line. Back at it to start the quarter. Offense getting set to run a 1st down play. Off the play fake, looking to throw. He lets it go on the move. Here's a wide open receiver, complete. Touchdown, Coastal. This offense is still clicking. So still early, but this offense beginning to build momentum and build the lead now, Kurt.
As we've seen over the years, Chris, good teams know how to use the first quarter to establish the lead, the second quarter to increase the lead, and the final half just to hold on to it. They're following that blueprint perfectly, widening the distance between them and their opponent before we even get to the locker rooms.
Return here from inside the 15-yard line. Hard running through a tackle. Can he make it? Yes, all the way to the house. Touchdown.
Chris, when was the last game we saw not only one, but 2 kickoff returns for a touchdown by the same guy? Unbelievable performance, not only by the return man, but the entire unit setting these returns back for touchdowns.
The extra point is good, but down by a touchdown, 21-14. Here's the kickoff team. Let's see if they give the returner opportunity to bring this back. He's going to return it from near the goal line. And he's tackled at the 21. That's where the drive will start. Coastal Carolina offense back out on the field now. They reach the end zone. The last takes the ball, tries the right side here. That's a nice tackle there by the senior.
Chris, you know, the spread era over the years has always grown offensively, but I've been always impressed with defenses that really build their defense to play in space, still have an ability to be sound at the line of scrimmage and defend a running game. It's exactly what we saw right there.
2nd down after that run on the previous play. Tight end goes in motion before the snap. Quarterback looking to throw it on 2nd down. Looking for his big tight end. And it's picked off. He throws it right into double coverage and pays for it. And he'll step out of bounds, but that is a huge takeaway for this defense.
That offensive coordinator is going to have some choice words for his quarterback over the phone on the sideline after that throw. You have to be more careful with the football.
Motion by the back will make the defense adjust. A pop pass on the jet sweep. Tackle made after a nice pickup on the play. 1st down and 10. They'll run it here. They stop him after a 6-yard gain, so 2nd and 4.
It's a good, solid gain, 5 or 6 yards. Love to see that from the running game.
The gain makes it 2nd and medium. They'll try to pick up the yardage on the ground. Just runs through a man, a mismatch. He's brought down at the 6. The offense will have 1st and goal right there.
Sometimes I almost get mesmerized watching these runners who have great vision. You know, the eyes that carry their feet to the open space, making people miss. I just love watching those guys do work.
And he runs it into the end zone. Touchdown, Green Wave. This college football playoff game is all tied up. It's beginning to feel a little bit like a shootout.
Yeah, it is. It's a battle of the offenses. Both these teams right now executing flawlessly, and they're doing so with such high stakes, answering one score with another. Neither team is backing up 1 inch.
Fields it inside the 5-yard line. He'll be tackled at the 17. Strong job by the coverage team. Here comes the Coastal Carolina offense back on the field. This offense trying to bounce back. The last possession ended in a pick. Now here's the toss play. Finds room at the 30. Solid gain there. Moves the ball out to the 32.
Go with the toss play here to the left side. Let's give credit to the guys up front, the offensive line. Center, guard, tackle, they seal the edge. But I love seeing the receiver's willingness to be a part of that, and a good job of blocking downfield. Otherwise, that play cannot be spilled out of the backfield and into the open field.
Oh, and he breaks free. It's a foot race. Out of bounds, but not before a huge gain. Offense gets a fresh set of downs.
Boy, a huge play by this offense. A good throw, a nice accurate throw. But I think it's the run after the catch that really impresses me. And early in this game, you got to think they're going to continue to go back to him until this defense shows that they can slow him down.
Quarterback still with the football. Has the first down and more. And he's brought down, but not before he gets first down yardage.
Man, is this guy difficult to deal with or what? When your quarterback can just say, I am pulling this down and I am taking off myself on the option. He has that kind of speed. As a defense, all you can do is just say your prayers.
The Chanticleers line up on 1st and 10 now. Will he score here? And he runs it in for the score. Touchdown, Chanticleers. Now they line up to kick the extra point. So with the PAT, they take a 7-point lead, 28-21. Kickoff teams come on the field now to send this one away. He'll bring it out from his end zone. And he stopped with the 18. Returner trying to make a play, but a touchback would have been a better idea. The Tulane offense is back out on the field now. We have a shootout developing here. Each offense scoring a touchdown in their last possession. And the runner takes off to his right. Gets some, just trucks through the defender. Breaks clear, end zone ahead. Past the 20. Makes it across the goal line. Touchdown, Tulane.
Oh, my. What a great play call here by the offensive coordinator. The running back received some great blocking up front and just took off with it, carving up this defense all the way to the end zone.
No problem with PAT right down the middle. And with that extra point, we're all tied up now in the second quarter. And it's field of returner trying to create good field position here. And he stopped at the 9. The Coastal Carolina offense back out on the field now. A little bit of my turn, your turn in the early going here. Both offenses scoring touchdowns their last possession. It's a deep throw down the right sideline. Deep ball is caught for a huge gain here. They bring him down, but the game sets up the offense first and goal from the 10.
Boy, just a great job by this quarterback of being able to put this ball up into the air to give his receiver a chance to time that up perfectly for a huge gain for the offense.
They'll try to run it in on 1st and goal. Goes backwards, losing 3 yards there.
Chris, I think we all kind of get caught up in third down. What's an offense doing on third down? But I think what's also important is how well you defend first down. If you can hold your opponents to a short gain or a tackle for a loss, you throw the offense out of whack, and their game plan gets much more challenging to try to come up with that first down.
He's got it right near the end zone. And he'll be brought down. We'll take a quick pause before the half as we reach the 2-minute warning.
Boy, another positive game for this offense, and this quarterback continues to show how dangerous he is when he has time to throw. The defensive coordinator's got to change up his looks, maybe bring in the blitz, anything they can do to get this quarterback out of this rhythm.
Try to make it with a quarterback sneak. Touchdown, Coastal Carolina. Still no answer for this offensive machine. PAT puts them in front by 7. Now they get set to kick it away. He's going to bring this out a few yards deep in the end zone. That's strong coverage, though. They tackle him at the 11-yard line. And here comes the Green Wave offense back on the field. Well, it's been an entertaining first half. Not much time remaining to cut into this lead. First play of the drive, we're going to throw the football. Receiver looks it in. It's complete. Defense reacts quickly. A very short gain on the play.
Quarterback looks downfield to make this throw. He wants to be able to get the ball to be able to pick up enough yards for a first down. But instead, he gets the ball at least underneath to the drag route and gets some positive yards.
That completion makes it second and medium. Back to pass. It's Gray. Here's the target, and it's complete. And the defense swarms. Not much of a gain on that completion.
I love the timing here between the quarterback and his receiver. Pick up some positive yards, and I continue to be impressed with just the chemistry between these two.
They flip it to him on the jet sweep. He's past the 30. Oh, and nothing but green grass ahead. Inside the 20. They're not going to get him. He's in. Touchdown, Green Wave.
Perfect timing here by this quarterback. Great read. Puts the ball where his man can make a play on it. And they're an extra point away from tying this game up.
And they're able to tack on the extra point. BAT ties the game here in the second quarter now. Here's the kickoff team now. Set to boot this one away. And it's caught from inside the 20. And he's brought down after a decent return out of the 31. Here comes the Coastal Carolina offense back on the field. Each offense has been clicking, scoring touchdowns in their last possessions. Looks to the left for a quick throw. He pulls it in for a big gain. And an explosive play. Stop finally made across midfield at the 44. And the Chanticleers will hustle to the line to run the hurry-up offense. He'll hand it off. Finds room at the 30. Takes it all the way to the house. Touchdown, Coastal.
What a long run for the touchdown. I don't know if this defense was caught sleeping or walking in mud. I can't pick which one. Maybe it's both, because the running back just went right by them so easily for the big game and a big-time score.
So after the touchdown, here's the kickoff, and we'll see if the opposing offense has time to answer before halftime. And he's going to bring this out from a couple yards deep in the end zone. And the return man steps out at the 28. Tulane offense is back out on the field now. Backed up this close to the end zone in the final minute. Let's say they just decided to take care of the football and look toward the second half. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. And he floats this pass deep down the right side. That one is incomplete. Took a downfield shot on first down, but missed it.
Pretty nice catch here, but a missed opportunity for an interception. Let's face it, a lot of these defenders, they've got it all. Speed, athleticism, but hands, sometimes a little questionable, as we saw here.
What's the play call here on second down for this offense? Back to throw. It's Gray. Short pass finds the tight end. And heads out of bounds after a decent gain.
And there's the tight end who shows off his hands.
It's third down for the offense. Looking to pick up the first down through the air. Cannot connect. Incomplete, and now fourth down.
Third down and short. They decide to throw the football, roll the dice a bit, doesn't work out. Now you're at fourth and short. You got to wonder, with this offensive line and this running back, do you run the football to convert, or do they try to go through the air again?
They went for it and failed on fourth down earlier. Let's see if they fare better here. Motion by the back. Defense better adjust. Quick pass. Here comes a jet sweep. Oh, and he's in the clear down the left side. Can they catch him? The 20. At the 10. Touchdown, Tulane. Just ran away from the defense.
Chris, how dangerous is this offense? Of course, you know about the receivers, those vertical shots, but here's an example. You get the ball to the running back out in space, takes it all the way to the end zone for a touchdown.
And he knocks through the PAT. And with that extra point, we're all tied up now in the second quarter. So the offense getting some momentum before halftime with a touchdown. Now they kick off in hopes the defense can get a quick stop. This is a squib kick right to one of the blockers on the return team. And he's brought down at the 37 after a strong return.
Will take over first and 10.
The offense comes back out there. Not much time left. Perhaps just time for a couple plays before the half. Now they'll run it on the toss. And he's tackled, but only after picking up a first down. So a timeout is called to talk strategy. Maybe time for one or two more plays before halftime. So the ball placed right at midfield as the offense starts with a first and 10. There's the snap, and he's looking to throw. And he lofts it toward the left sideline. Makes the catch. Can he get in? They could not stop him. He's in. Touchdown, Chanticleers.
Well, that's a well-oiled machine right there. Everyone on this offense has been a star in their roles. And when they're rolling like this, it results in quick and positive results.
And they tack on the extra point. So an important touchdown just before halftime. Not much time for the opposing offense to try to answer before the break. And this one will be fair caught. Just time enough for one more play in the half. Looking to pass. It's Gray. He's moving out of the pocket now. Quarterback delivers complete to the right side. And that will do it for the first half here. Kevin Connors now has our halftime update. And they'll kick it off to begin the second half. Return begins inside the 10. And they stop him at the 23. That's solid coverage.
And your Coastal Carolina Sharks will take over first and 10.
Coastal Carolina offense back out on the field now. Tight end goes in motion. On 1st and 10, they'll look to throw it. Receiver makes the grab. Defense surrounds him. Just a short gain on that completion.
Chris, the more we watch these spread offenses attack in today's game, it's not just about the vertical shots with the taller receivers on the outside. Defenses are challenged even more by those smaller slot receivers and their quickness in space.
Breaks the tackle, and he's got room. And an explosive gain moves the ball across midfield. They'll spot it at the 42. They trust the left side of that offensive line and come up with a huge play on the ground.
Yeah, your favorite, Chris, there. The old pin and pull there to the left side. Great blocking on the left side, able to create a great push. Nice crease in the back.
They don't pick up the blitzers, and it's a sack.
I like the call here, but you can't run long, developing play-action passes like that if the offensive line is not going to give the quarterback time to throw.
Let's see if they can overcome the sack. 2nd and very long. Takes the toss, testing the right side here. Oh, there's the stiff arm. Runner scoots out of bounds after gaining decent yards.
Well, much like what we saw in the first half, Chris, in this playoff game, no adjustments. Go right back to giving this running back to football. He's had a monster day and continues to get positive yards.
Offense been in reverse here. Now a long way to go to convert this 3rd down. This one's going to fall incomplete. Brings up 4th down.
Boy, this is all about the defense here. Nice stop here on 3rd down, but really it's about trying to get this offense behind the sticks. Once you get them behind the sticks, you can mix up your coverages, really affect the quarterback's eyes and disrupt the timing and the rhythm of what the offense is trying to do. Now we've got another big 4th down coming up.
The coverage team makes the stop on this return. And here comes the Green Wave offense back on the field. They'll run it out of the shotgun. They'll tackle him at the 27.
I know this defense worked very hard at halftime to come up with answers on how to try to slow down this running back after the big first half, and he's already at it again.
The gain makes it 2nd and medium. Looking to throw. It's Gray. He's moving out of the pocket. On the run, he'll let it go. And it's going to be incomplete. Defense had a great chance for the pick. Couldn't come up with it. Offense looking to convert on 3rd and short from the 27. A pop pass on the jet sweep. Quick spin on the run. So the holding penalty in the offense backs him up 10 yards. One of those critical 3rd down plays coming up. Dropping back, looking to throw for the 1st down. Quick completion to the tight end. Big man finally brought down by the cornerback. That was a tough assignment.
Really tight coverage here by this defense. Now, they give up the pass underneath, but do a nice job of rallying to the football to keep him short of that 1st down marker. And now we've got a decision here on 4th down.
Talk about aggressive. The head coach keeping the offense on the field inside their own 30. They flip it to him on the jet sweep. Across the 40 now. Oh, and he's in the clear now. It's a foot race. Past the 20. At the 10 now. And he takes it all the way to the end zone. Touchdown, Green Wave.
Well, this is how you start to get rolling. That's 2 touchdowns so far, and the more he gets fed, the more often he's going to cash in.
And now they'll set up for the point after. The PAT is up and good, so we're tied up here in the 3rd quarter. Kickoff team is on the field to boot this one away. And here's the return from inside the 5. Not much on the return. They'll stop him at the 24. Good coverage.
And your Coastal Carolina Sharks will take over 1st and 10.
Here comes the Coastal Carolina offense back on the field. They came up empty on the last possession, forced to punt it away. And they begin to click now. Breaking free at the 35. Oh, and he fumbles. Defense recovers the fumble. Big takeaway.
That is tough for the ball carrier here because not only does he take a big hit, but now you're about to get an earful from your coach on the sideline after that turnover.
Here comes the offense, hoping to get a drive going. Out of the shotgun, he gains it off. The gain is 4, so it's 2nd and 6.
Nice solid run here by this back. Did a nice job of just kind of finding that lane, pick up some positive yards there on 1st and 10.
A gain makes it 2nd and medium. They'll run it to the left. And the sophomore able to bring him down quickly. So now from the 29, it's 3rd down and short. See what the play call is going to be here. Already in field goal range, but of course, thinking touchdown. Fighting for yardage, but the defense stops him just short of that 1st down marker.
Hey, great job here by this defense. It's going to be 4th down and 1. They bent, but they did not break. We'll see if the offense elects to go for it here on this 4th down play.
The offense will stay out there. They are 2 for 3 so far on 4th down tries. They'll go with the ground game here. Running back takes the handoff. They bring him down, but that's a solid gain on the play.
That's just mano-a-mano right there. Offensive line does their job, gets a nice surge there, and the back does what he needs to do to pick up the 1st down.
You set it down to the offense. 1st and 10. Keep it on the ground. There's the handoff. He's got some room. Can he get there? Touchdown, Tulane. And they will claim the 2nd half lead. Here's the point after attempt.
Chris, it's a great touchdown run here by this back, but the continuity of this offensive line was on display, and that's the reason he was able to get into the end zone.
Kickoff team is on the field. See if they give the returner a chance to bring this one back. They're returning from inside the 10-yard line. And he stopped at the 19. Good job by the coverage team. Coastal Carolina offense back out on the field now. That fumble in the last possession set up a touchdown. Can they bounce back from that costly error here? On the run here, lets it go. Receiver makes the catch. Heads out of bounds after a solid gain, more than enough to pick up a 1st down.
Well, we saw a lot of this in the 1st half. They go right back to him again, and we can see the 2nd half, that same trend continuing. If I'm the defensive coordinator, I'm rolling my coverage. Get a corner up in his face and put a safety back behind him. Some kind of double coverage to slow this guy down.
Big pass. Here comes a jet sweep. They'll actually lose yardage after the catch. The defense all over in that time.
This is a great job of being prepared by this defense. Almost anticipating this play, they're in position to bring him down for a loss.
Offense getting set up. Here's 2nd down. Breaks loose at the 45. They make the stop, but not before a solid gain that time.
boy, this offense does such a great job of putting the threat of the quarterback and the running back on this defense. It puts the defense in a tough spot because it's really hard to take both away. This time, the quarterback gets out and shows you the speed he has as well.
Breaking free at the 35. They finally get him down, but an explosive play. The offense in business now at the 24. The big fella's Kirk flowing to the right there. The defense just has no answer. It's a huge gain.
Yeah, and what a patience there by the running back, just allowing those blocks to be set up there off to the right, and then once he saw the crease in the defense, accelerates through that hole to show you what kind of speed he has for a big gain and a first down. It's exactly what you want to see as a play caller. You get positive yards to be able to kind of keep you on schedule as a play caller. That's all you can ask for. Good job up front and a nice run.
Catch made on the out route. Touchdown, Coastal Carolina. This offense really clicking. That's another passing strike from this quarterback. He is having himself a tremendous ball game.
Boy, this guy just can't miss. Every single time he throws, it seems like he's coming up with another touchdown. The receivers are running good routes. He has enough time to throw. And, man, this poor defense, they might want to think about changing up the coverage because right now it is not working.
And this time he'll take a knee instead of trying for another touchdown return. Time for one more play here in the quarter. Handoff in a single back formation. And he's brought down short of the line to gain in what should be the last play of this third quarter. Offense getting set for a second down here to begin the quarter. Handoff here from the shotgun. And the senior able to make the stop after a short gain. Third down play coming up after that run. A pop pass on the jet sweep. Across the 45 now. Breaks into the clear. It's a sprint. And a huge gain before he's forced out of bounds. Big yardage to set up a fresh set of downs.
I really love the way more and more offenses are using the receiver in motion pre-snap. Give him a chance to get the football with a couple of blockers in front of him. He's got all that speed built up. You get the ball in his hands, and you better look out. He could be off to the races.
The offense with some pre-snap eye candy. Out of the shotgun, he'll hand it off.
Hey, listen, you don't always have to have big plays to be successful. It's a nice, solid gain here. Keeps you on schedule, and you get ready for that next play.
And it's a bunch formation. One man to the backfield, and he'll get the football. It's a short game, but look at that defense swarm to the football. That run sets up an important third down call for this offense. Scanning the field, it's Gray. He's moving out of the pocket. And a sophomore making an impact play.
Well, the defense would not be denied on this play. They come up with a sack. The quarterback really didn't have much of a chance at all. Lucky he just held on to the ball.
So on fourth down, out trots the place kicker in a very big spot here. Kick is up and no good. That one's off target, and the game will remain tied.
That's a missed opportunity for some points here. The way they were moving the football, I thought maybe a touchdown at the very least, 3 points, but instead, he shanks it.
First down, looking to throw the football. Looks like he's going to run it. And he'll step out of bounds after a solid gain on that run. Second down after that previous play. It's a shotgun run call. Takes off in the clear. Oh, and he breaks free. It's a foot race. Touchdown, Coastal. And they take the lead in the fourth quarter. They will try to add the lead now with the PAT. PAT is up and good. They lead by a touchdown here in the fourth quarter. Now the kickoff team is out on the field. And the returner will take a knee here. No shot at another touchdown. Instead, they'll start at the 25. And the Tulane offense is back out on the field now. On the shotgun, it's a handoff. And just a short gain this time. They're able to get him down.
Brings up second down.
Second down after that run on the previous play. Back to pass. It's Gray. Oh, it's incomplete. That's a good job of the defender to break that up.
Just a great play on the ball by the defensive back, getting a hand on it and tipping it up into the air. Boy, anytime you see a tip go up, often that defense is thinking interception. This one falls to the ground. The next tip ball could be going the other way.
On third down, he drops to throw. Fires it to the wideout. Catch made on the right side. That's a big gain. They bring him down at the 44. That's a solid gain, getting closer to midfield now.
Really good job here of converting by this offense. And let's face it, at this point in the game, because they have such a big hole to climb out of, they've got to be able to convert and come up with a new set of downs. They do it here. Now they got a real shot to cut into this lead.
And looking to throw now on first down. And it's incomplete. Even on a first down throw, he was under some heavy pressure. So second down after the incompletion. Quarterback drops back from the shotgun, looking for a receiver. Hit as he releases it, and the pass ball is incomplete.
Man, Chris, I don't know if that was a bad read by the quarterback or a bad route by the receiver. They got to get this cleaned up before the next time they go through the air.
What will the call be on third and long now from the 44? Offense moving receivers around now before the snap. They flip it to him on the jet sweep. Defense stops him short of the marker, so now it's fourth down.
Man, that jet sweep action puts so much pressure on a defense. You get so locked in on the ball attacking you downhill. But when offenses sprinkle this kind of offense in, it stretches this defense out wide and can create some vertical seams for big plays.
Needs a completion here on fourth down. Complete to the running back. Can he get first down yardage? Tackle, but only after picking up a fresh set of downs.
Well, that's exactly when you want to go to your little slot receiver, right? He gets a one-on-one matchup on fourth down, has all that room to work with in the middle of the field. Get him the football on fourth down, come up with the conversion, keep those sticks moving.
Caught quickly. To get him down quickly, not much of a gain on that completion.
Hey, it's a gain, but you get the sense that this offense wanted a little bit more from that play.
And we've reached now the 2-minute warning. Sets up as a dramatic finish as this offense tries to grab the lead late here. Offense getting set. Second down play here. To the air. It's Gray. Tries the right with a quick throw. And it's complete. What a grab by the receiver right near the sideline.
Well, Chris, just like this in the fourth quarter, you're working this 2-minute drill. It's a one-possession game. Every single time you can get first downs and out of bounds. That's exactly what you do to want to move the ball down the field and eventually put it into the end zone.
Quick pass. Here comes a jet sweep. Tackle made after a nice pickup on the play. And now a timeout quickly called by the defense as they try to get everybody on the same page here. The offense getting closer to a game-tying touchdown. It's 1st and 10. They prevent the touchdown. Ball be spotted at the 3. Now the timeout is called by the defense. They've got some things to work out here.
I tell you, to be able to pick up a nice gain like that, those offensive linemen have to sustain their blocks. Gave them a chance at a really nice gain.
Here comes a crucial second yard. Tough to find down here in the red zone. Hands off to the left. And he runs it in for the score. Touchdown, Green Wave. It's an easy job for the play caller, right, Kirk? They can't stop the running back. Feed him the ball, scores again.
Yeah, I came into this game really thinking we'd see more from this quarterback and all these wide receivers that they have, but instead, it has been the back. And as a smart play caller, you just keep going back to the guy with a hot hand.
Getting set to kick the ball off now. And he'll bring it out from inside the 10. And he stopped at the 19. Good job by the coverage team. Here comes the Coastal Carolina offense back on the field. From the shotgun now, here's a handoff inside. Good enough to move the sticks. Now they've got to hustle to the line and get set. And they'll go right back to him on 1st down. And he's brought down, but there is a penalty marker out there. Let's check out this call. So that offensive penalty will be declined by the defense. They're happy to take the result of that play. Now it's 2nd down here. And the quarterback dropping back. Catch made on the right side. It's a big gain before he goes out of bounds. It'll move the sticks. More than enough for a 1st down. That last catch, Kirk, puts him over 150 receiving yards in the game. Let's start checking the record books. This guy's making a push.
Yeah, it really doesn't matter what the defensive coordinator calls, whether they play man, whether they play zone. The quarterback has been able to find this guy all day long for such a huge day.
And the ball is handed off out of the shotgun. He gains 9, so it's 2nd and 1.
Just love watching this back run. Gets behind that offensive line, lowers his pads, and gets a nice, solid gain.
Offense getting set. It's 2nd down. And the quarterback keeps it on the option. And that football is out. A potentially game-changing play, but who's got it? Looks like the defense has it.
You know, I like this quarterback's ability in the option game. He just doesn't do a good job of protecting the football here. You've got to be dialed in with your fundamentals, or it can cost you at any moment.
And here comes the Green Wave offense back on the field. Here we go. One last chance for this offense to score and win it in regulation. The shotgun running play call.
Nice job here of controlling the line of scrimmage by this offensive line. The back does what he needs to do to get positive yards on first down.
We'll see what the play call is as the offense begins its final drive. A pop pass on the jet sweep. That's a nice tackle there by the senior. The clock is still running. Off to hurry up here. It's a crucial third down. To the air. It's Gray. The pass rush closing in. He's hit right as he throws it. Incomplete.
Well, the defense picks the right time to get after this quarterback. Third down, critical down and distance. Do a good job of dialing things up and good coverage downfield. He didn't have anywhere to go with the ball.
Tie ball game late, and they're going for it on fourth down. Back now goes in motion. Defense will have to adjust. Oh, they've stopped him short. What a fourth down play, and they will take over on downs now.
Chris, it's one of those calls that's tricky. It sounds easy to say, why would you go for it? But at the same time, who knows if you're going to get your hands on the ball again. So you're being aggressive. It doesn't work out, and now you got to rely on your defense.
Here's the toss play. Runner heads outside. He's found some room at the 45. They bring him down, but a big chunk of yardage on the play.
How about setting the edge there on the right side of that offensive line? I wouldn't be surprised if they keep going back to the well, pounding it behind that right guard and right tackle and tight end, seeing what additional damage they can do.
They'll stop him behind the line for a loss of 1. And the defense steps in here to call time with 12 seconds left on the clock.
Things just appear to be a bit out of sync from the get-go on that one. Give credit to the front seven of that defense for staying in the proper lanes and getting to the ball carrier, not let him dance around and make something out of nothing.
Here's the second down play. A handoff to the back. Finding enough space for a solid gain before they stop him. A late timeout taken, just 4 seconds on the clock. So looks like they'll bring the field goal unit onto the field. Here we go. It comes down to this. A field goal attempt in the final seconds to win it. And this one is right through. And with that, they regain the lead.
Snap, the hold, the kick, everything there perfect to put 3 points up here for the offense.
It's a squib kick, fielded by one of the up men. And the returner will be brought down.
And the Tulane offense will take over. 1st and 10.
Offense getting set here, needing some big plays to get into field goal range. The clock winding down. The secondary backed up off the ball now. They flip it to him on the jet sweep. Breaks clear, end zone ahead. The tackle is made, the clock runs out, and that will do it. Well, that's a great performance in a pressure moment, but now the job gets even more exciting, even bigger as they go on to the national championship game and play for that trophy.
And this is a new era. I mean, think about the weeks, the amount of games that these guys have been able to play, and to be able to accomplish this, to get to the national championship, that says everything about the endurance of this football team, both mentally and physically. And they get one more hurdle to see if they can become the national champs.
And that is going to wrap it up. We enjoyed this one here. For Kirk Herbstreit, I'm Chris Fowler, and this has been another presentation of EA Sports College Football.